my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today we are going to be playing around with the new build buy mode features we got in the latest Caribbean themed patch update. So basically, if you haven't updated your game already, which I'm guessing you have by now because it came out about 2 weeks ago at this point when you're seeing this, basically the Sims team low-key gave us a mini stuff pack for free, like literally. It has quite a few items in it, create a sim and build buy, but today we're just going to be focusing on the build buy content. But tomorrow I will be releasing a create a sim video as well, so if you're more interested in create a sim, go ahead and check out tomorrow's video. But today we're going to be focusing on the build buy content that came with it. So basically we got some new wallpapers, some new couches, a 2-seater and a 1-seater. We got, yeah, the banana leaf wallpaper. It's all very like tropical Caribbean vibes, I've heard. And just a lot of bright colors in some like wall tapestries. One wall tapestry, like a painting thing. And then we got ceiling fans and sliding doors, which I think is what everyone was so hyped up about. At first, I wasn't aware it was like Caribbean themed, or that it had like a mini stuff pack feel about it. Like everything sort of relates and everything's kind of similar. But there is ceiling fans and sliding doors. So you can see at the front there, I used the white one with like the sort of like the crosshatch pattern. You can tell it's like wooden, like a woodeny kind of material. I use that one for the front door, but I do use the glass one in the back because I wanted to use them both. So basically, I'm not sure about the glass one. I don't think the glass one comes into a wall height because I didn't use it. Otherwise, I probably would have used it. But the woodeny woven kind of texture one comes in short and medium wall height. No tall wall heights, I don't think. But we got 2 short and 1 medium wall height doors. No new windows though, I don't think. Yep, there you can see me placing the short wall height of the sliding door. And we got, yeah, the new ceiling fans, which are kind of like not very traditional. I hope they do come out with some more traditional ones, but for now I am so grateful for the ones we got. They're like sort of like these leaf shaped ones, which links into like the, you know, the vibes of the mini stuff pack free update thing. So if you do have the Sims 4, if you update your game, this is free. It'll be in your game. The items are a little bit hard to find because obviously they don't flash yellow or have a like icon next to it, but basically the fans are in miscellaneous decorations. I think if you just type in ceiling, it'll come up like a ceiling fan. And then the sliding doors are in the door section. The wallpaper is in the wallpaper section, I think, not the paint section. And the couches, yeah, it's a love seat and a 1-seater. And then we also got a coffee table, which is so cool. It's like one of the circular big ones, but I think it's like a hexagon or something, whatever the shape is. But basically it's like this wooden one with this really cool glass top, and it comes in all these different cool patterns on the top as well, which is really snazzy. And I love every single thing that came with this build, and this is honestly such a breath of fresh air compared to the last update. I know we sort of aren't allowed to complain when we get free updates because it's like, it's free, you can't complain, but the last update really wasn't good at all. I mean, the intention was there. We all knew that they had good intentions for the gallery and whatnot, but it was just not good. It didn't work. It just doesn't. It didn't. We all had issues. Nobody really like had a good experience with the latest update. So this update really makes up for that. I'm so happy that they did this and that we have some new content to play around with. And they have revealed that they've been working on this since February. So it's crazy how long it takes them to work on this free content. Obviously, paid content probably has like higher priority because it's paid. But yeah, it took them a while to work on these free items. There aren't many, but I imagine it's because they were probably like more on the back burner stuff they're working on slowly and gradually. And I imagine a lot of the stuff that they were like building, like creating, would have taken a lot of meticulous time. For instance, with the sliding doors to work out the animations, because it does have an open closed animation and a sound effect. And with the ceiling fan, it actually has a spinning animation, like it spins in real life, which is so cool. But you can't like turn it on off, I don't think. But somebody has created a mod that means that the fan works sort of like the thermostat. So the fan will contribute to the hotness or coldness of the room, which is really cool. But this build was just sort of inspired by the build buy and the create a sim objects we got with this new patch, this new update. I just wanted to create something a little bit different. And I sort of did this little style where I had like a tree in the middle of the room and everything was built around that. I tried to create it really like tropical, like a summer vacation home, or maybe this is a home that somebody lives in and they just constantly feel like they're on summer vacation. I just feel like if you lived here, you'd be so relaxed and chilled out. It's open plan, like it's really set up so you can come here like either just a single parent or a couple with their 2 kids. So there is like a double bed in one bedroom and then 2 single beds in the other bedroom. That's why I saw it as more of like a vacation house, because I doubt, like, unless you're twins or really close in age and like the same gender, most people don't share bedrooms. But I just put 2 single beds in there because that's sort of what happens when you go on vacation. You just share rooms with your siblings. And I did something really cool with these lights out on the balcony. Just raised them up and made them sort of look like fence lights, because we don't have any fence lights in The Sims 4, which is super duper weird. But you can see me playing around with the new wallpapers there, just getting them in. I really love it. It's just so cool. Oh, it's amazing. And I love how from each of the rooms and the bathrooms, or the bathroom, you can see into the tree. It's really cool. I love the tree. That was sort of like the centerpiece and the main like aesthetic for the rest of the build, and I tried to build everything around it. So you can sit at this breakfast bar and like look at the tree, and you can sit at the couch and sit and watch the little TV and look at the tree and just everything sort of revolves around that, obviously because it's in the center of the freaking building. But yeah, I just tried to keep it very like black and white, monochrome, like modern, as though this house had been here for a long time. Like they built around the tree, but now they've gone ahead and like modernized it a bit. For instance, with the windows and the glass sliding door, but they kept some of the other features as well, and like these old brown cabinets. So we've got a lot of blacks, whites, and grays, but then we mixed in with a lot of brown earthy tones. And I did a really cool hack here with this end cabinet. It won't snap anywhere except for to columns, so I just moved the column to where I wanted to place the cabinet and it snapped to the column, and then I deleted the column. So I thought that was a really cool hack. I always get so frustrated with those end pieces because they only snap to like the weirdest places, but I thought it looked really cool to have those end pieces near the fridge over there. We did also get this new potted plant that you can see on screen now. It comes with a whole heap of different swatches for the pot, which are really cool, and some of them are quite colorful and fun. And it's just like a big palm frond kind of tree, which is really cool. And you guys, I know that when I have open staircases, I love to do reading nooks. So we go ahead and get a bookshelf under here and just a little poof to sit on, a little what do you call it? We call them poofs here in Australia, but I think they call them something else in other countries, like a beanbaggy kind of thing, but not a beanbag because it's not like a seat. It's like one you put your little bum on. Anyway, and then we go ahead and get this big Seasons dining table in. I used a lot of different packs in this build, which I tried to not do, but I really wanted to create really like earthy vibes and like summer holiday vibes, so I had to go ahead and use a couple of different packs. And I love this rug under the dining table. I feel like it looks so cool. It's obviously not real zebra fur. That would be a really big zebra, but it's not real, it's faux. And I just wanted to create the entrance to be really warm and inviting. So we do go ahead and get a fireplace in there eventually, but I'm just going back to add in the windows. I was all over the place with this build, you guys. I hadn't built in a while, mainly because the gallery issue that we're still having. Basically, the Sims team changed the way the gallery automatically works, so that automatically promotes bigger and more popular creators first, rather than smaller creators, and that sounds really negative, but they did not mean it to happen like that. They honestly thought it was a great idea, and when I heard them say it on stream, I thought it was a good idea too, not realizing that by doing that, you sort of do push the little creators, the little guys like me, down further into the gallery ditch. But they are going to change that so it goes back to the normal default settings. But I'd been kind of disheartened to build because my builds just simply hadn't been reaching as many people as they were before. So I had been disheartened to build, and also because when I build on my channel for you guys, I like to take screenshots at the end, and the screenshots were blurry and hideous and bad quality, and it just made my videos not look as good, because obviously the screenshots at the end were really poor. So I'm sorry if I didn't really do as many builds. I feel like I still did builds for my Saturday and Sunday videos, but I hadn't been doing many builds in my free time, and when I was feeling kind of uninspired to do them. But the build challenges that I did over that time period were really fun. So as you can see, we used that new coffee table, the 2 love seats, and one singular like armchair. and we pair it with that beautiful rug from Cats and Dogs, and we get a little TV on the wall mounted near where the tree is. I imagine that they didn't need like a big TV because when they're here, they're going to be outside and like enjoying themselves in nature. We do eventually get a pool in the backyard, like a swing set, a barbecue with lots of like seating, and like a hose with a bucket to play water fights. So I imagine they don't really watch the TV very much when they're on vacation here or when they're staying here, or the people who live here don't really like electronics. They don't have a computer, but they have a desk, I guess. Whenever you go on holiday, there's always a desk in where you are in your hotel or wherever you're staying. It's like a desk to sit at. But so I had a desk, no TV, no computer, sorry, and just a little itty bitty TV because I didn't feel like they would have a really big TV, and also we didn't really have much room for it. So I just mounted the little TV to the wall. It looks kind of weird, but I guess it makes sense because they wouldn't really be watching it very much. And I do just get some windows to cover up those windows that don't have covers. So the one in the entryway and the one up here, they are like open windows. So I get those curtain covers so they could close them if it was ever bad weather. But I imagine that wherever this is placed, you could place it in Salvadorada or in Oasis Springs like I did. I imagine they've got very good weather. It doesn't get very windy or rainy very often, so they're pretty good to have it like that. And what I'm just realizing I didn't add in is a thermostat. I should have added one of those in, but instead we did get a fireplace for if it ever is cold and some fans downstairs. And then it's very open and airy upstairs, so hopefully that would keep them cool enough. But we are just working on the main, like the master bedroom. This room has an ensuite and a little like hallway going to it, and then through the hallway you can also go out onto the balcony. And the two back rooms, or the only rooms, have those little like false balconies that you can get in the like exterior wall decorations. There you can see me placing the tapestries. They're really cool and colorful and really different to anything we have, so I like them. But basically those false balconies, I used the windows from Jungle Adventure to make it look as though maybe you used to be able to go out there, but now they're kind of like rickety, so they've got that balustrade bar, so it sort of prevents people from going out there, or like kids from going out there on accident. But yes, I just really made this bedroom be a good mix of modern and like tropical, but also with those woody, earthy tones, and I think it really turned out great. And I just needed to add a couple more splashes of green because it was looking a little bit like black and white and brown in here. So just getting in some greenery, just to brighten up the place a little bit because it really needed it. And I do eventually move that mirror and like table set up into the corner, and then the pot plant, because that table was a bit bulky for that area. I imagine if I was staying in this place, I would hit my knee on that coffee, like that little table thing so much. So I had to change that. Here you can see me putting in two beds in the kids room, or if you had guests, like two guests staying in here, put two single beds in that room so they could stay in there and just chill out just for sleeping. I mean, once again, these bedrooms aren't very much. The master bedroom is actually pretty cool, but the kids' bedroom is quite small because I imagine they're not going to be spending much time in here. They're going to be out about playing in the backyard. And yeah, so we just get a little bit of a wall decoration and then a boombox and just a plant. And because I imagine they might just listen to some music up here whilst they're hanging out in here. If one day it's not very good weather or it's too hot to go outside, whatever, you know, just chilling. And we do have a like shared bathroom upstairs. I don't imagine they have many guests here, but if they do, they can always use the bathroom upstairs. But that is the shared bathroom any guests and the kids would use to shower and just go to the toilet and whatnot. Out on this balcony, I didn't want to put too much because I find that if you clutter up front-facing balconies, it can look really bad in screenshots. So I went ahead and just placed a chess table and just a little sitting area with a little coffee table. You could just sit out there and enjoy the sun, or sit out there and have a chat as the sun is going down at nighttime. Here you can see us getting in our pool. I tried to create it kind of like rustically, like I didn't want it to look heaps modern. So basically I just get in some plants to create a little bit of privacy so people walking past can't see like directly into the pool, because you like to have a little bit of privacy when you're swimming in your pool. And just, yeah, getting some on that other side as well. And just decorating the front yard a little bit, getting in some greenery because that orange like dirt can be kind of harsh. And yes, I think it just looks so beautiful once you add in all that greenery and the trees. We do get a tree in the backyard as well because I thought that'd be realistic, another big one. And I do add in a little hose. There we go, the hose with the bucket. I thought that was so cool. And a little like toddler splashing pool in case they ever had any toddlers come and visit. Or the adults can use that as well, so that's pretty cool. But yes, we're just getting in a swing set for any kids or teens, or I think anyone can use a swing set, can't they? Just a swing set for anyone to play on, a little dining area in case they ever are entertaining a large group, just an outdoor bin which we cover up with a little bit of a plant, and just a little breakfast table you could sit out here to have your breakfast, and some seating to sit out and chill with a little patio heater eventually. But basically that is the gist of the build. I haven't added in the ceiling fans yet because guess what, I almost forgot about them. Don't worry, I didn't forget about them completely, though I do end up putting them in. But yeah, there's just another little clip where I add in their ceiling fans because I wanted to show you guys how like them in game, and just making some minor readjustments here, there and everywhere throughout the build. And then yeah, here are the ceiling fans. They're beautiful, but I do hope one day we get some more modern ones, like just some ones that are just like sticks in the air. But I just readjust the light to put it in the ceiling fan, and here we are in the screenshot. So I hope you enjoyed this build. As I said, this is using all the free content we got with the new update. If you can't see this content in your game, try updating your game or repairing it, and then try searching ceiling to find the ceiling fan, or like sliding to find the sliding door, stuff like that, and it should come up easy peasy. Also try filtering by base game only if you're having trouble finding it, because that's how I found most of the content, by getting rid of all the other packs, so it made it easier to narrow it down and see. But you will notice it because it is quite different to any other content we really have in the game. Kind of similar to the stuff we got with Jungle Adventure, but still quite different, and I love it so much. I think it looks so cool, especially that new wallpaper. I'm going to get a lot of use out of that in like teen bedrooms. I think it's so snazzy. But tomorrow we will do a creator sim where I'll show off some of the new content and just create a little family that really like uses and abuses the new content, like trust me. And that's just a cute little family that I do move into this house, and eventually I'm going to be doing a Where Are They Now series with this family, my single mum, and the rushing residents family, which will be really cool because I'm actually looking forward to getting back into playing The Sims in 4 weeks time when I go on break. I'm going to be recording some videos, so leave me any suggestions for videos down below. Also leave me some spooky video suggestions because I'm going to be filming some videos for Halloween. The month of October is going to be filled with some spooky videos, so if you have any requests, let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, I hope you'll have a very snazzy day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!